Round two. Fight. Kimberly wins! Round one. Fight! Round two. Fight! Kimberly wins! Round 2. Fight. Marisa wins!
Good evening, Guildhouse, everybody watching at home. Thank you. Captain No Fun reporting for duty, and it's been a long leave of absence for me. However, it's great to be back at the place that got me started in competitive fighting games and competitive fighting game commentary, the one, the only Guildhouse, which is brought to you by Red Bull. It's an amazing Thursday night, as is every Thursday night. We have some great fights, and I already see two people out on deck who is going to be starting. Both of them I know very well, but I just want to thank you all, and let's get ourselves comfy for some amazing matches at Guildhouse Fighter Thursday, whatever the date is. Thank you. Guildhouse Fighter 123. All right, let's go ahead and see who is on deck right now. That is James, a good friend of mine, and thank you. That is Solid Snake, another great acquaintance of mine. James, known for his very fundamentally sound Marissa, and Solid Snake with his very oppressive Ken, and I like to say very a lot. Why did I say Marissa? Thank you. And they're both very European women. My fault. James, fundamentally sound Manon, and Solid Snake with his technically sound hyper-reactive Ken. Now this is going to be a match of distance. Snake has the privilege of approaching this matchup both in distance and up close, and James does not have that privilege. He wants to get up close and get his medal started. I wonder who's going to make the first move right now tonight. Snake is going to go ahead and start off the match using those fireballs to try to zone out James, but James quickly cashing in on punish and getting a medal. Manon's medal is something not to be laughed at. They're going to be her source of escalating damage. Manon at 5 medals, she doesn't even need a superstar. Solid Snake trying to get his way in, ironically. And James with another medal. That's 2 medals. Obtained 3 medals total in the first round. James watching out for those fireballs. Now Solid Snake's applying pressure. He's being very cautious. I've fought Snake before, and that's what I'm talking about. That's the aggressive Solid Snake, I know, but unfortunately he burnt himself out. That's not necessarily the worst thing in the world, but he's not going to be able to tap into that drive gauge, unlike James. And that's 4 medals in the first round. This is not looking good for Snake. James going to the well a little bit too greedy with the drive impact, but he catches Snake on his with a anti-air normal. James doing an amazing job setting the pace. Solid Snake tried to do that early on with the fireball, but he just can't keep Manon out. And now James is going to be really confident with those 5 metals. I think Solid Snake has decided to abandon the zoning strategy, and that's the Ken. That's the Ken. This is the oppressive Ken. Misses the Jinrai and the frame kill, and James is going to go ahead and use the level 1. Catching in that damage and getting the side switch. This is big damage for James, and that's going to take out Solid Snake. Wow, that was a very impressive match. James looking real confident right now. You can see that Solid Snake is being a lot more tepid than normal. The previous round, he was doing a better job at setting the pace. Blocking in Street Fighter, while frustrating, allows you to really dictate your opponent's actions and chip away at the drive gauge. Follows up on the Jinrai from Solid Snake. James going ahead and goes to the overhead. Solid Snake, great blocking. Solid Snake cracking in that low medium and takes James near to the corner. That Tatsu kick, I gotta say, its corner carry is disgusting. James using the spin of Manon's throw to bypass the fireball. And it's gonna close it out with a level 1 super. James' use of the level 1 super is very interesting because he's not using it to get a quick level 3. Instead, he's going to be relying on the damage from the accumulated metals. And now Snake is going to go ahead and he's trying to whiff punish James. Slowly applying pressure right now. Catches Manon in the shin. Solid Snake got Manon in the corner, but he has no drive gauge. Goes for the cross up, but James wisely walks underneath and cross up from Snake on his own. That's one of Ken's most destructive tools is a running overhead, catches a blocking opponent. James with an overhead of his own. Barrel throw by Solid Snake. He wants to corner James. Two jabs from Solid Snake, and that's going to finally be his first win of the match. James is at match point. One more win from James, and Solid Snake will be going to lose it. But Solid Snake can have a chance to close this out. Drop combo by James. Solid Snake's going to go ahead and use that time. He's going to use the door that James left open. He's going to waltz right in with a level 3. That's half of James' life down. Not to mention, James has level 3, but he only has 2 bars. Solid Snake needs to make good use of his drive gauge and his openings. Another one. Solid Snake nearly burnt out. James understands this. He's going to apply a little bit more pressure. Overhead from Solid Snake. And woo! And you could see the sigh of relief on Snake's face. And Exile, he gets to stay in this game a little bit longer. Even on a missed Dragon Lash, Solid Snake maintains pressure. You can see that Solid Snake is trying to fish for Ken's standing heavy kick. It's safe on block and leads to some amazing combos. But James is not biting them. Instead, James is going to bite Solid Snake with a command throw. Solid Snake a little too hasty on that reversal super, and James wisely finishes the match with a command throw, getting the win and getting another medal. He's 3 medals in, 1 match away from moving on to winners. Manon's limbs are nothing to be laughing at. Well, I mean, they're obviously beautiful, but they're extremely long. 4 medals for James. Solid Snake misses with the crouching medium, and James is going to make him pay. And there's the level 3. James rips out his first level 3 of the match. He's burnt out, but he's going to score a lot of damage. Not the maximum amount of damage, but it's good enough. That's going to be 1 more solid combo from James, and that's going to be his win. Solid Snake applying the gas. He's just one whip dragon punch away, and this is going to be James's victory. That is 2-0, or 2-1. Great showing by both fighters. Solid Snake could not dictate the pace that he wanted. James was overall in control of that match the entire time, especially when he was trying to check Solid Snake's use of the standing heavy kick. Standing heavy kick, as I mentioned before, a deceptively strong normal for Ken. On counter hit, you could get a load of combo potential, and when they block, Ken is safe. And let me just go ahead and shift this headset because it looks all crooked on my head. Much better. But how's everybody doing tonight? I miss having the Guildhouse cans and being in the Guildhouse sofa tonight and just being in Guildhouse. So I'm challenging myself to see how long I could be in this booth. Normally I jump in around the last 3/4, but I've been really trying to build up my confidence as a commentator and my endurance. So this is why you're seeing me here a lot earlier than you're used to. May I know who is on deck right now? That EVT. Interesting. I haven't seen EVT before. Is this EVT's first or second? Thank you. I want to go ahead and put the spotlight on our fighters on deck right now. We have EVT on top in the red jacket, really stylish red jacket, and the one, the only red pulled out SodaCan, who's currently pointing at the camera right now. EVT playing Cammy, who we haven't seen in Guildhouse too often, surprisingly, and SodaCan playing Rashid, who we have seen played in Guildhouse a lot, given SodaCan's very strong placing. We got E. Waller cheering on, letting their biases know they're rooting for SodaCan. There's Rashid balancing on those chairs. I think that's actually a circus act. I've seen that over at Abset in Las Vegas. They balance these chairs and oh, Cammy, there we go. Two fighters showing their fist bump of respect. ETC versus SodaCan, Guildhouse Fighter 123. Who's going to move on to the next round and who's going to lose it?
Welcome to the stream.
No mercy for you.
Round one.
The first round is going to be an interesting pick because both fighters are either going to try to just win as hard as they can or collect data. EVT, modern Cammy, I just noticed that. And punishing that OD cannon spike, and already EVT is going to be in deep trouble. We're not looking good. 20 seconds in, and it's going to be all SodaCan right now. That whiff OD cannon spike was the beginning of end of EVT. With modern controls, sometimes you feel real tempted to just rip out your special because there's one button, but it's like putting your hand in the cookie jar way too soon. Hey, random person 3000. Hello to you too. Now it's EVT's turn to take up space, pushing SodaCan into the corner. But Rashid, so much mobility. In just a blink of an eye, he already crossed up EVT and with the side switch. This is a SodaCan classic. He likes to rip out that level 2 less as a damage dealer and more to open up their opponent's defenses. But EVT not going to be deterred, throws that OD cannon spike, and this time it connects. But SodaCan is going to connect with a win on that game. Yes, it is me from CWF Random Persons. It is me. EVT catching a beautiful parry on SodaCan's overhead. Not overhead, double move. Dive kick now, so EVT's going to go ahead and make some space. SodaCan not too shy of burning himself out. She has so much natural mobility that he doesn't need the drive gauge to get out. You can see right there how much movement SodaCan has. EVT is surprisingly cautious against a fighter in burnout. Another OD cannon spike from EVT. He does not want to be playing SodaCan's guessing games, but SodaCan is not making him guess anymore. He's going to make him guess what he's going to do to the next match, because that is another victory for SodaCan. Game point for SodaCan. EVT catching that fireball with a back fist. Cammy's back fist, amazing anti-projectile tool. But SodaCan catches EVT trying to throw. And throws EVT himself. EVT just does not have an answer for the constant movement of SodaCan. And SodaCan's gonna cash out. He wants that victory. It's all but assured. That's a level 3 2-0. EVT, thank you for showing up, but you're still in the match. This is not your best showing, but I believe you could do better. But SodaCan showing us why he's one of the strongest fighters at the Guildhouse with that decisive 2-0 victory. Let's talk about the elements of how SodaCan was able to dominate that last match. EVT, though blessed with modern controls and modern control reactions, did not have the defense ready to answer SodaCan's constant mix-ups and side switching. In fact, in the first game, EVT had a whiff cannon spike, and that proved devastating. SodaCan knows how to cash out that damage very well. It's like the moment he dials in a combo, it's his. I rarely see SodaCan drop a combo, and it's probably one of the reasons why SodaCan is so willing to let that level 2 super go off so carelessly, so to speak. He's not really reliant on his supers to do a lot of damage. And wow, is that who I see on stage? That is TreeWiz, and is that LPN? I heard he's in the building. I just want to make sure before I call someone out. Honda, TreeWiz's Honda has been blessing him with many victories. Okay, it's not. Why did I say that? It's not LPN. Is it? Oh, it is LPN. Jeez, my mind's playing tricks on me. LPN, rare choice of Marissa. LPN normally known for playing Ken, but I want to see how this goes. LPN's Marissa playing at a longer distance than normal. And it's going to be TreeWiz who's going to have to be the source of the direction. LPN not too much of in a hurry to get things started. When Marissa gets you blocking, that's a bad sign, especially with her plus pro. She could destroy your drive gauge with just her normals, but TreeWiz is going to sacrifice the drive gauge of his own for more offense. LPN did not cash out that drive rush as much as he wanted to. Both competitors are in burnout. LPN catching, TreeWiz catching LPN on that jumping. Honda Splash, very good as a sort of anti-air and an approach. LPN putting that drive rush into the overhead. Now he's got something cooking. He's got those plus frames, and he's in the corner. What's LPN gonna do? Misses the combo. That's unfortunate. Drops the combo and lets TreeWiz out of the corner. But TreeWiz going to get a corner game of his own, but gives up Okizeme so he can get the buff. Both fighters sitting at roughly around the same drive gauge. LPN takes a chance with a jump over. That's going to be his match. What is burnout? Burnout is when your fighter has their drive gauge depleted. What that means is you can't use any techniques such as drive rush, drive impact, or drive reversal, and you take chip damage. Not to mention your frame data is compromised and slower. It's overall very bad to do. LPN's wanting to catch TreeWiz on a whiff, but TreeWiz's hyper-aggression is confounding LPN. And now TreeWiz is going to turn up the heat. That's 2, and that's going to be a level 3 for TreeWiz. Speaking of turning up the heat, we got a ring of fire right there for LPN. He could stay in, but TreeWiz says you can't go home, but you won't stay here. I like LPN's approach to try to bring the aggression to TreeWiz, try to narrow out that offense. Big commitment with that fully charged Gladius, but TreeWiz wisely staying away. He has the life lead, and oh! Forward kick from LPN, not going to be enough for TreeWiz to lose. You can see the distance that both these fighters are doing. They're looking for a miss normal. This is classic whip punishing. And LPN says, you know what, forget the fundamentals. I'm punching you into the corner. Whiffs the big punch. I can't help but notice that LPN is getting these great openings that haven't been able to capitalize on, unlike TreeWiz right there. You can see LPN's fishing for one of those mediums to hit. TreeWiz is also fishing for it. That big chop Honda had, that's a standing heavy punch. That's one of TreeWiz's best whip punish tools. LPN looking for a button. TreeWiz looking for a button. But TreeWiz says, I'm not going to go ahead and look for opportunities. I'm going to make them myself. LPN decides to themselves too. Hey, these fighters, they're not going to play the waiting game. They're going to go ahead and knock on that door of opportunity. Try to make their own game happen. TreeWiz dashes in, uses the standing heavy as an overhead, and with the plus frames and the juggle state, collects that victory. Game point, TreeWiz. TreeWiz using the top gun with the combo to put LP in, and there's the classic TreeWiz overhead throw mix-up. LPN already has half his life depleted. TreeWiz also has the level 3 super ready. TreeWiz can easily snatch this victory. However, this is Marissa LPN's playing. Marissa's known for stealing games with her massive amounts of damage. TreeWiz using that parry state. Will he use the level 3? He's not going to use the level 3. He wants that damage. He wants to use that super bar as a way of calling out stuff. Command throw, that's 2-0. TreeWiz takes LPN out in winner's quarter. LPN, hope we see you again. You're still a loser. I mean, you moved to losers, but you're still in the tournament. You could definitely see the difference in opportunity cost with both LPN and TreeWiz. LPN had some fantastic openings, landing the drive impact, landing those combos, but then he would drop the combos at the last minute. And as Marissa, you don't want to do that, especially against a Honda. These openings are as rare as they come, and especially when it's TreeWiz's Honda, who, unlike LPN, TreeWiz was able to milk every single damage that he could. Not to mention he had an amazing strike throw game using his overhead to mix people up. LPN's a nice guy. Everyone here is a nice guy. Unfortunately, there can only be one winner. It's a very different feeling being in the booth by myself at Guildhouse. Normally, I have my partner Nerd in the Bay here, but he's currently in, I think, Southern California. So I'm doing my best to hold it down. There's some amazing fights here, and I really wanted to just do my best to bring out the drama and tell people here what's going on. And on deck, we got Chump Slayer versus Sparks. Chump Slayer's Yuri Han, hyper aggressive. And Sparks, Marissa, coincidentally, not as aggressive. I'm going to anticipate a very similar style to LPN's Marissa. Sparks is going to be looking for those counter hits, and with as overcommitted to his offense that Chump Slayer is, maybe Sparks will get what he needs. Case in point right there, using the Gladius overhead jury. The Chump Slayer, not deterred, he's gonna rush in. I always marvel at how fearless Chump Slayer it is using the drive gauge. He's already near burnt out, but he doesn't care. He wants this damage dealt now. And Sparks is going to go ahead and be a little patient. Marissa, the damage will come with her. Chump Slayer already burnt out. He has a level 1, and he's going to let it rip. Level 1 is a great answer to DI because Sparks was looking for that corner stun. And another level 1 on deck! Chump Slayer had just enough gas to reverse that DI. Sparks had the right call both times, but Chump Slayer's reactions too on point. Chump Slayer with a DI of his own, knocking Sparks down. And he's going to continue knocking down with that parry attempt. Parry does not give you the most damage, but in Street Fighter 6, what it gives you is reversals. You want to shift the momentum. Finally, Sparks landing a big drive impact of his own. And he's going to go ahead and cash out that level 3. Cash it out early. This is going to stall Chump Slayer's drive gauge. Notice the gray bar. It's not moving while Sparks' gauge is. And he's in the corner. Chump Slayer's reactions failed him this time. And Sparks is going to take that. Now, did Chump Slayer was unable to react to that drive impact, or did he choose not to because he's so close to level 3? Jurihan, one of the most versatile level 3s. Easy to combo, and that's what I'm talking about. Chump Slayer wants that level 3. It's his turn to put Sparks in critical condition. With half of his life done. Sparks has no super bar. He's got a level 1, but that's not going to help him, especially burnt out and dizzy in the corner. And that's a perfect combo from Chump Slayer. No reaction from Sparks from that block sweep. Jury's incredibly minus on a sweep attempt. Sparks is letting Chump Slayer roll right all over him. All those normals blocked. Oh! Whip punish with a drive impact. This super is going to send Spark all the way to the corner, and that's where Chump Slayer wants you to be. And burnt out. Oh, this is not good for Sparks. Sparks has to look for an opening. He has to take Chump Slayer's foot off the gas. Chump Slayer is dictating the pace of this match. Same verse, second verse, same as the first. Sparks finding his own opening, finding his own way in. Great command throw setup. Chump Slayer barely any life left, but fiercely jumps to Sparks' face. Oh, that was not the button Chump Slayer wanted. Overdrive pinwheel miss. Not today, Sparks says. Sparks feeling a little bit more confident, taking up space, taking up offense. But Chump Slayer whip punishing that miss normal. You can see Chump Slayer backing out when he starts to string because he's hoping Sparks is missing a button, but Sparks is not biting. But Chump Slayer does not let that deter him. He's going to make his own offense through. Winner's quarter. Chump Slayer, 1 victory. Sparks has yet to get on the board. Oh, this is going to be big damage. Marissa is going to do a ton of damage to Chump Slayer, but in addition, we're halting the growth of the drive gauge, and Chump Slayer is in the corner. And Sparks going to eke out 1 little bit of damage. Will he throw a drive impact? No, he doesn't. It's Chump Slayer wanting to get Marissa off of her. He's going to use the level 2. This is overwhelming pressure. 1 more guess by Chump Slayer. And he takes out Sparks. Amazing. Sparks had the opportunity to weather the storm, But with Jury with level 2 install, there are just so many ways that she could get in. She could get in with a low. She could get in with a fireball. She could get in with an overhead. She could get in with a overhead attack, a jumping attack. And with Marissa's kit, not exactly the best at reversing. So that, I don't want to say checkmate, but it certainly felt like a checkmate for Chump Slayer. Wow. We got some great matches tonight. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We have the final boss of Guildhouse on deck versus Quicksilver. Quicksilver, I've been talking to him. He's happy with his consistency, but notice that he's been slipping in the ranks just a smidge. And I will say, not to discredit the man's talent and prowess at this fighting game, but I have not seen Quicksilver's name in the top 8 in quite a while. And that's the thing about Street Fighter 6. It's a volatile game in both damage and placement. Anyone could beat anyone. And Quicksilver's hoping that he's going to be the one to beat Julio tonight. Guildhouse Fighter is every Thursday for Street Fighter 6, but there is a stream almost daily. I want to say Tekken is on Tuesday. Thursdays is Street Fighter and Smash Brothers. And don't forget the Premier tournaments. Let's go ahead and move on to Julio versus Quicksilver. Julio, I don't know how many times have I called this man's magic, but his JP has been an oppressive force, just like JP in active story mode. So look at that. Julio using those fireballs, and he moves in. Julio is a JP not afraid to get close, because Julio understands the power of JP's normals and hitboxes. But Quicksilver, he saw that drive impact a mile away, and he's going to use his level 1 to get some quick damage. He's going to... Yes, that's going to burn out Julio. JP doesn't have a lot of tools on himself when he's burnt out. And Quicksilver, he sees the door opening. He sees the openings. Julio would have missed Amnesia. This is Quicksilver's chance. Will he snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? And he does! That's an impressive turnabout victory for Quicksilver. And Julio with a command throw. And slowly walking up to Quicksilver. When JP has that departure portal out, you feel like all you can do is stand and block, and Julio recognized that, and he's going to take up his space. Why? He wants to put Quicksilver in the corner. But Quicksilver, Kimberly, so mobile, so many ways to just move and get around the ring, and just within a blink of an eye, we go from the left corner to the right corner, and it's Julio who's in trouble now. Quicksilver needs to keep the foot on the gas, and he says, yeah, the foot's on the gas. We're going on the road trip. I got the aux cord. Let's play my tunes. Level 3 from Quicksilver to Julio, and Julio's in a bad spot right now, but Julio, counter dive impact of his own. This match is turning up. And just like that, just as fortune's chip, the turnabout of his own, Julio spends level 3 and sends Quicksilver to a losing position, 1-1. Oh my God, forgive me for the shouting, people, but did you see? I told you, everybody, Street Fighter 6 is a volatile game. That match looked like to be Quicksilver's, but Julio showing grace under fire and proving why he's the final boss of Guildhouse is not going to be deterred so easily. Quicksilver holding that parry out way too long. It was a sitting target for Julio to get the punish throw and punish counter damage. Quicksilver slowly building up to a level 3. That's going to be one of his ways to build up his confidence. And Julio uses the level 2. There's not so many ways for Quicksilver to get out. But great defense from Quicksilver. He's going to use Kimberly's increased speed to try to make it. Oh! First round of Quicksilver. He put that drive rush into play and pressed his advantage, and he's pressing on. Quicksilver, first game point. Oh, I don't know about that use of the flip over from Quicksilver. He did get some damage, but he put himself in the corner. Missed Amnesia. Quicksilver doing a great job calling those out. When JP misses Amnesia, he's going to be taking punish counter damage, and you don't want to take punish counter damage in Street Fighter. That's a loss to the drive gauge, but also extra damage and extra combo of opportunity for your opponent. Julio trying to play a more keep away game. Quicksilver with the overhead. Oh, but misses the throw! And Julio capitalizes. There's going to be some damage to Julio, and that's going to spell doom for Quicksilver. Quicksilver with a raw standing medium. Kimberly's combo potential is ridiculous. You'll notice that Quicksilver went for a throw because when JP lands Amnesia, sometimes he goes for the throw for the combo. Oh my goodness. This is going to look like an easy victory for Julio. Julio understanding that he needs to keep Quicksilver grounded, and Quicksilver probably going to be less ridiculous with his drive gauge usage. And now Julio's catching on to the patterns of his opponent. This is why he's one of the best in the Bay Area. He could go from these strong losses to subtly understanding the beats and rhythms of his opponent. Quicksilver long-range drive impact doesn't catch Julio off guard, but he's going to catch Julio off guard with that throw into a punish counter. Throws the spray can. That's going to be a mix-up of his own. Julio gets caught in the mix-up, but not a lot of damage cash out for Quicksilver, but it's okay. Quicksilver gets a throw, tries to double dip on the throw. Going in, and Julio falling for the shimmy. Quicksilver one match away from game point. Will this be one of the rare moments that Julio is sent into losers? Will Quicksilver see his dream of getting to be higher on the card? There's pride on the line for both these fighters. Julio took Guildhouse last week. He was the victor. He defeated Chump Slayer in the finals. Quicksilver has a lot less to lose, but a lot more to prove against Julio. Great jump portal. And that's a level 3 from Quicksilver. Kimberly's level 3. Not as damaging as your average Street Fighter 6 character, but it doesn't matter to Quicksilver. He wants that damage. Half the life whittled away. Just a fraction of the bar separating Quicksilver from victory and defeat. There was a whip spike. Oh, Quicksilver drops the jabs. He's going to have to go, and another miss shimmy. Julio sends it to loser's bracket. You can see Julio's face. He's wearing a smile. It's the smile of, you got me. I deserve that. Well played. Julio, I will say, the final boss of Guildhouse, but a stand-up guy who understands the value of community in this wonderful game. Julio is he will not hesitate in teaching you the tricks of the trade of JP and Street Fighter all together, because Julio knows that by making the scene get better, he gets stronger and we get stronger. Quicksilver beating Julio is not a fluke victory. It is further proof of the spirit of competition, sharing knowledge, and community that Street Fighter can bring out in these players. Wow. I am so glad I'm in the booth right now tonight to watch that. I don't get to say Julio lost a match too often. And I don't want to say I revel in this opportunity. I don't like to revel in players' losses, but I will revel in the rare happenstance that this happened. It's like seeing a shooting star or a double rainbow. They don't come too often in life, so you need to comment them because, well, when's the next time you're going to see it? Next match on deck, ITSodaCan versus James. Manon versus Rashid. I don't see this matchup too often. I don't see these players fight too often. I don't know what's going to actually happen. How is James going to deal with ITSodaCan's constant movement? And will ITSodaCan be too careless and get thrown too many times by Manon? ITSodaCan trying to drive right Impossible. Like James already getting an early medal, 15 seconds in. That's good investment time. Manon gets stronger as this game goes on. Each medal stacks onto her command throw damage. ITSodaCan knows this. He's going to not only minimize James's ability to throw, but he wants to end these matches quickly. This is a bad spot for James. ITSodaCan's corner games is extremely strong. You just feel like you can't hit a single button, and James just jumps out of the corner very calmly. But he's burnt out. Oh, command throw catching ITSodaCan's drive impact. Oh, drive reversal from James, not wanting to deal with that in level 2. ITSodaCan trying to go in. He really wants to go in. Great use of the tornado drive rush into the 1980s. That was a surprise flash victory. But James, I imagine he's not too perturbed. He has 3 medals. Misses the spinning mixer. James ducking underneath ITSodaCan. Not only did he get the command throw, but he's got the side switch. Oh, that's not good. You don't want to be taking a punish counter from Manon. Oh, James looking for a combo. He wants to end this, but he doesn't. He drops the combo. ITSodaCan with a bit of life in him. One more normal from James, and ITSodaCan's going to go ahead and eat a loss. Backs out, anticipating the normal. James holds that move, takes it to the final round. We got James sitting on 5 medals. Watch this damage, everybody. That was almost half of ITSodaCan's life away, and that's a command normal. We're not talking about the super, but we're going to see a super tonight. Actually, we're not. That's 2 command throws. 3 command throws. Oh, my goodness. Perfect KO. James snatches ITSodaCan out of the air and snatches the victory. 1-0. I think ITSodaCan is understanding that he can't let Manon walk all over him. He wants to be a lot more aggressive now. That's a perfect KO. ITSodaCan sending a message to James. You gave me a perfect, I'll give you a perfect right back. Here's my receipt, Manon. You'll notice that ITSodaCan's jumping a lot more. The reason why is because when you're jumping, you are grab immune. And Manon is known for her grabs. It's a great way to not only avoid a grab, but also deal some damage. And James gonna go to the well with that drive reversal, spending the very little precious drive gauge he has. Wow, that drive gauge is being slowly whittled away. ITSodaCan burnt out. James has a little bit left. And he's gonna make it stretch. He's stretching it out like how your mom stretches out that little bit of laundry detergent by adding in some water. ITSodaCan's so confident in his approach. Using those fireballs. Oh, puts himself in the corner. What? You never stretched out detergent or soap by filling it half with water? Yeah, the commentary goes sideways, okay? It's Captain No Fun on deck. ITSodaCan with a side switch. Both these fighters, 1 match each, winners quarters. They can afford a loss tonight. But when you're at a tournament, do you really want to get a loss when you can avoid it? SodaCan sticking to Manon. Staying hyper aggressive, staying in the air. Your friendly neighborhood Rashid man. James got caught with the punish counter, but catches SodaCan with a level 1 super. Reversal, reversal, drive impact, reversal. That's another medal for James. 2 medals. He tried to double dip on the drive impact, but SodaCan's not gonna let that go, and that's gonna be no, not chip damage. Wow. James using the most of that juggle state to give himself a nice air combo against SodaCan. SodaCan with those neutral jumps catching James and throwing that level 2. There's a big tornado. Oh, we're playing Twister, baby. Left foot on green. Rashid's right foot in your face. SodaCan putting everything into that offense. And with the hyper aggression, he finds a way to solve James's Manon, and SodaCan moves on to winner's semis. But James is still in this fight. Hi there, everyone. If you just joined in, welcome to Guildhouse. This is Street Fighter 6, our weekly tournament number 123, sponsored by Red Bull. It gives you wings. I gotta say, this has been an amazing night, and I just am blessed with the opportunity to call these matches in the commentary booth because I love expressing the drama of Street Fighter 6 to our viewers at home. How many people entered this tournament? Can I get a number on the tournament number? Thank you. According to our tech, we have 20 people enter tonight. However, they are 20 of the Bay Area's finest players. But I just wanted to thank everybody here who's watching tonight. I want to thank Taco, Random Person, and Nate Tater for making the chat lively. Gives me something wonderful to bounce off of. If you haven't, please follow and subscribe to Guildhouse's stream so you could be up to date for all the wonderful broadcast goodness that is here at one of our central nerd hubs in the Bay Area. Let's take this match over. Quicksilver on the left, TreeWiz on the right. Both these fighters are highly skilled. Quicksilver, fresh off of his victory against Julio. Is he going to be feeling the high of victory, and is he dialed in the zone, or is he going to feel a little careless and overcommit? And TreeWiz, will he underestimate Quicksilver, who he hasn't fought too often? Yes, TreeWiz's E Honda is the best in the Bay Area. But TreeWiz, missing that drive rush low medium. That's one of his ways to open up his opponents. And Quicksilver walking backwards, trying to bait a move out of TreeWiz. TreeWiz shoving Kimberly off. He's not wanting to get grabbed tonight. Kimberly using that hard knockdown from the jab. Now Quicksilver's cooking. He's slowly building up momentum, running into Honda. Honda's stuck in the corner and throws the OD headbutt as a reversal. Notice that Quicksilver is not too committed to his offense, and TreeWiz is going to capitalize on that hesitation. Quicksilver understands TreeWiz's sense of spacing and his ability to whip punish. He doesn't want to overcommit on his button, especially since Kimberly has no real overhead, but that's okay. Quicksilver's going to go ahead and mix. Wow! Low hurricane spinning kick catches TreeWiz. Is going to go splat into the wall, and Quicksilver getting that level 3 early. He wants the damage, but more importantly, he's using that buff. When Kimberly lands level 3, her movement speed increases, as does her damage. And TreeWiz just falling for all of Quicksilver's mix-ups. This is going to be a level 1, and this is going to be Quicksilver's match. Wow! In just a short fashion, not only did Quicksilver knock out our top player, Julio, but he's already perfected one of our other top players, TreeWiz. And TreeWiz is not going to be taking that line down. A parry for parry. TreeWiz using that overhead to make some damage happen. On the pain, level 1, one more move. There's a perfect. We got another perfect for perfect situation. Perfect squared, as I would like to call it. Quicksilver showing some hesitancy. And he goes in, uses the slide to get in, throws the, wow. The invisible frames from the tech throw save TreeWiz from an exploding spray can. And Quicksilver throws another one down, and TreeWiz falls for that. He's doing a job. Quicksilver knocks TreeWiz down, and TreeWiz has to use his drive gauge to get a reversal. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is this going to be 2-0? Quicksilver's burnt out. And just like that, corner to corner, coast to coast, TreeWiz is going to put the damage on Kimberly. No level 3. Oh, there is a level 3. Spoke too soon. 1-1. TreeWiz versus Kimberly. Kimberly have a torpedo, not the Subway sandwich. Quicksilver bet it all on the line, spending all of his drive gauge to take out TreeWiz, but unfortunately putting himself in burnout, and TreeWiz using that to his advantage and stealing that victory. 1-1, winner semi. For spray can, TreeWiz set flying. Quicksilver couldn't get the air combo. TreeWiz trying to make space. Quicksilver backing up. TreeWiz reading the situation with the headbutt. Command throw from TreeWiz. It's going to be a big combo. But Kimberly with the drive impact. TreeWiz is now burnt out. Oh, slapped both hands into Kimberly's face. Game point TreeWiz. One more match, and he's punching his way into winners finals. I talked to TreeWiz. He always mentions that he's conscious about the fact that every time he's in a Guildhouse final, he's in loser's position. Will this be the rare time where TreeWiz gets to sit on the privileged seat? However, I have not seen a final round from Quicksilver. Will Quicksilver launch his way to the top of the charts? Gosh darn it! Thank you. It's a first to 3. I forgot the semis is first to 3. Thank you. Thank you. See, this is why you don't take absences from tournaments too long. You forget the tiny logistic details. Oh. Quicksilver drops the combo. But TreeWiz has a lot of ground to cover, but he's standing on that level 3. Quicksilver wanted that drive impact to get chip damage, but no, TreeWiz catches that. Oh no, Quicksilver's feeling that. Both of Quicksilver's losses, it really feels like he went to the well too many times. But he also recognizes that if he just plays passive, he's going to let TreeWiz run right all over him. 1-2, TreeWiz on top. And TreeWiz getting more confident. Has he solved the riddle that is Kimberly? Seems like Quicksilver wanting to just land a drive impact, looking for a way to change his fortune. Oh no! A missed parry to a perfect KO. Now we're at game point. TreeWiz, will he sit comfortably in winner's final? Or will Quicksilver actually accomplish the goal that he set today? TreeWiz spacing out with those standing mediums. He gets Quicksilver in the corner. One more. And Quicksilver using his drive reversal, but it doesn't matter. He's burnt out. And it's TreeWiz's turn to do 2 drive impacts, and that doesn't work out for him. Clapping it up. He's going to go ahead and spend that level 3 for Chip, and there's TreeWiz. This is a night of rare occurrences. For the first time in my broadcasting career, ever since I started commentating at Guildhouse, I get to say TreeWiz is in winners finals. Congratulations, TreeWiz. You earned it, my man. And if you hear this message, please tell me. But Quicksilver, I gotta give it up to you. I am utterly impressed with your immaculate set play, and you're still in this match. Your story does not end tonight. Woo! That was great. That was great. What do you think of the fight so far, audience? How we all doing tonight? Please, if you haven't, give our stream at Guildhouse a like and subscribe. Give us a follow. Follow our social media. Follow my social media. Captain No Fun. And of course, do not forget, all of this is possible thanks to our wonderful sponsor, Red Bull. Oh, I put the wrong side. Darn it. Can I do that again? Can I do that? Oh, no. We don't have time to do it again. Why? Because we have SodaCan and Chump Slayer in the match. Both of these players hyper-aggressive. Both of these players hyper-mobile. Both of these players like to use their drive gauge like it's going out of style. SodaCan's Rashid. Chump Slayer's Jury. One of these players can move on. Let's get started. We're at winner semi. Winner semi. Is it semi or semi? I don't know. I know semi's like a truck. What did I say? SodaCan understanding that Chump Slayer is hyper aggressive, so instead of trying to keep her out, he's just going to smother her, but SodaCan eating a drive impact. Chump Slayer using that level 1 to take SodaCan to the opposite side, taking out his drive gauge, also gaining space. He's going to calmly walk up. You know, most people would want Jury to slowly saunter up to them, but for SodaCan, this is bad news, and that's his loss right there. SodaCan opening up opportunities with that level 2. How will Chump Slayer? He's going to hold out that parry, but still, he's got caught with a throw and still in the corner. SodaCan using this plus frames. And Chump Slayer, OD pinwheel, but still in the corner. SodaCan trying to pick up that fireball anti-air, but it's all right. A spinning mixer gives him the next match. Final round. What up, hey, yo, what's up, Foxy? How you doing? How's the Dolphins? Overhead from Chump Slayer. And this is classic Chump Slayer. You're in the corner. You're going to just feel like your back is glued. But SodaCan is Rashid. He could just use magic. In this case, a cartwheel. Oh, Chump Slayer dials into the level 2. Bad news for SodaCan, but SodaCan uses a parry. Doesn't matter, does not deter Chump Slayer. First game, Chump Slayer. He recognizes that SodaCan was a threat. And SodaCan running towards Jury's knocked over body to get that corner pressure. And Chump Slayer undoing all that corner pressure. And SodaCan getting back into the corner. Spinning mixer from SodaCan. How he's coming up, he throws a fireball, waiting for it, and puts himself in the corner. Jumping, jumping, jumping. I think Eagle Spike. SodaCan gets away with it remarkably. DI from Chump Slayer, but too many hits from that Fireball. One more hit against Chump Slayer. They trade, but it doesn't matter. SodaCan will take that trade. Wow. Great spacing trap right there. Fireball trap, not spacing trap. Throwing a fireball in an anti-air. Last Street Fighter. I'm so used to Chump Slayer using the drive reversal to put you in the corner. It's a rare sight to see him using it as a natural defensive maneuver. But that just goes to show how good SodaCan's offense is. But Chump Slayer showing an offense of his own. Level 2, bam, air, mix up. Chump Slayer using the parry so he gets to block high and low at the same time. He's going to throw the level 2, burning out the time. He's running the clock. Backs out. He wants Chump Slayer's super to run out, and it does. Chump Slayer burnt out. SodaCan, 1 bar. Ooh, great. That drive impact. Not thrown soon enough. Oh, SodaCan, can you make this kill? Will we see a Rashid kick? Come on! Well, that's a kick from Rashid. Good enough. SodaCan feeling real good about that. Cracking his neck. Both fighters tied 1-1. Winner semis means, as I learned, first to 3. Thank you, Tag. Chump Slayer burnt out. SodaCan goes to the opposite side of the screen, but Rashid's so mobile that even when he's on the opposite end of the screen, he can move to your location with a blink of an eye. Both characters. Life are about even. Chump Slayer misses that overhead. 1, 2, 3. Bam! 10-hit combo. Chump Slayer lost that match. And SodaCan, 1 victory away from getting 2-1. He'll have a nice, comfortable lead, but Chump Slayer's not going to take that line down. Pinwheel uses the fireball to keep SodaCan on the ground. SodaCan uses the cartwheel, but Chump Slayer catches it this time. Punish frames on the parry whiff. SodaCan looking not so good. He does have 1 game left. But this is not the kind of thing you want to see when you have a 1-round advantage. Chump Slayer took that round without spending meter. Both these players are essentially even. Oh, another miss. Drive impact from Chump Slayer. SodaCan moving in and out of the tornado. Miss pinwheel. That's going to be some damage. And SodaCan's going to take this. He's on the board. Momentum's on SodaCan's side. I have not seen these fights go too often, but at every single Guildhouse that I've called, almost every single Guildhouse, Chump Slayer has outperformed SodaCan. Will this be the night that SodaCan has Chump Slayer's number? Chump Slayer making the most of his damage. SodaCan is looking to catch those right there. He's using those fireballs for anti-air so he can get an air combo and send Chump Slayer to the corner. Chump Slayer back in the corner with the throw this time. Not too many throws from SodaCan. Wall splat combo, 1-1-1. And Rashid kick. There's the Rashid kick I'm looking for. SodaCan spends the meter to secure that victory. But it's okay. SodaCan does not hoard meter. Finally, Chump Slayer's drive impact goes through. Chump Slayer trying to pinwheel out of the wall jump. Gets a combo for his trouble. It seems Chump Slayer is just 1 step behind trying to catch SodaCan with his anti-airs. Whiff punish with the jab. And Chump Slayer lets it rip with the install. 2 dashes, there's the overhead. Doesn't get a lot out of it. SodaCan goes for a Hail Mary drive impact, but Chump Slayer says, here's my Hail Mary full of grace. Chump Slayer, SodaCan tied, but SodaCan is at game point. Chump Slayer needs to take this match to stay alive and tie it up. Overhead is caught by a drive impact. Still with the level 2. SodaCan does not use the level 3. But instead uses a level 2 and a level 1. Chump Slayer barely hanging on, barely any life, barely any drive gauge. That pinwheel's gonna be his demise, and Chump Slayer sent to losers by SodaCan. This is the night of unlikely victories. I don't want to say the word upset. I don't want to say the word upset because these fighters are skilled, but I have not seen Chump Slayer lose to SodaCan. Oh my goodness, what amazing play from SodaCan and Chump Slayer. What amazing, amazing grit and fortitude. Still, you got to give it to SodaCan. And you know what else we got to give it to? We got to give it to our sponsor tonight, the sponsor that makes it all possible, Red Bull. This time I'm showing the label. I did it that time. And I didn't even need to look at the fridge. You know that was smooth. You know that was smooth. Thank you. Dang, I know, I'm so good. It's like I did it before. Or maybe I had a practice round. How we doing, everybody? Guildhouse 123 in the San Jose Bay Area. An amazing night of Street Fighter 6. My name is Captain No Fun, reporting for duty, bringing to you all of the amazing drama that takes place within these hollowed halls. I gotta say, we have TreeWiz, we have Quicksilver, we have SodaCan, and I see SodaCan versus TreeWiz in winners final right now. A match I don't see too often in terms of its placement. Chat, who do you think is going to take this? TreeWiz or SodaCan? TreeWiz has an amazingly strong, fundamentally Honda with his great whiff punishes, and SodaCan flies all over the map. SodaCan found a way to answer James Manon. TreeWiz found a way to answer LPN. Yes, actually, we could see the scores on the bottom. SodaCan versus TreeWiz. Two people who I've not had the pleasure of calling in winners finals. I want to say congratulations, SodaCan. Congratulations, TreeWiz. Your hard work has paid off. You two earned it. Savor this moment by giving these people out there a hell of a match.
Simple and clean. Round 1.
What's up, Sabas619? Welcome to Guildhouse. SodaCan catches TreeWiz with that anti-air. TreeWiz going to put SodaCan in the corner. How do we stop SodaCan from moving? Take away the space, but SodaCan, within a brief moment with the side switch, TreeWiz losing half of his life and losing more than enough of the position to save. Honda's OD torpedo is a unique reversal because Honda's banking on the armor frames to hit you. TreeWiz puts a big gamble on the overhead, on the OD, another OD, another OD, so much OD. TreeWiz throwing that drive impact, caution to the wind, gives him the first victory. Honda's clapping a little too often, and SodaCan says, hey, can you stop clapping? It's past my bedtime. I don't even know what that means. I had something, and I forgot what I was going to do. Wait. I'll try to salvage it later. SodaCan with punishing that standing heavy with a crouching medium. Parried from SodaCan. SodaCan getting parried. Who is making space? Parry after parry. TreeWiz throwing that chop. ITSodaCan back to the corner. There's that clap from E Honda into a throw. And Rashid kick, but misses because the overhead was too high. Both these fighters burnt down, but TreeWiz looking to be in a bad shape. But 2 low jabs and TreeWiz, oh, that shouldn't have worked. I don't even know. I'm trying to dub TreeWiz. Man, I didn't know that was supposed to happen. Well, hey, man, I don't. These two are longtime friends, and they train with each other quite often. So they know each other in and out. Drive rush throw from ITSodaCan. ITSodaCan using those fireballs so he can prevent TreeWiz from jumping in. TreeWiz getting punished with those missed parry frames and shoves Rashid off. I don't know why you shoved Rashid off. He's so handsome. TreeWiz with an early burnt out, but he doesn't let that deter him. He can sense how close he is to victory. 1990 into the spin mixer. And ITSodaCan looking real good to tie this up. There's that drive rush crouching meeting I'm talking about. 1, 2. I call that the Top Gun volleyball combo. TreeWiz gets parried for his troubles. Neutral jump, but too high. Doesn't have the opportunity to punish him. Throws the headbutt. Compasso from ITSodaCan. 3 jabs. He spends the bar. Takes TreeWiz to the corner. Ooh, great fake out. Misses with the command throw, but ITSodaCan can't capitalize. TreeWiz so close to burning out. ITSodaCan so close to burning out TreeWiz. TreeWiz punish counter throw, massive damage to ITSodaCan. Drive rush for drive rush sake. ITSodaCan faster on the draw, and he's gonna draw a tornado. Will that draw him a new path to victory and tie this score up? TreeWiz caught whipping a throw. And this is an impressive showing from ITSodaCan. TreeWiz is stuck in Rashid's blender. And that's going to be ITSodaCan's match. 1 for 1. These fighters know each other so well. It really feels like when you're in the corner, you're just flipping a coin and hoping you guess right. And when you're fighting Rashid, sometimes that coin lands on its side. TreeWiz playing a little bit more cautious. Tried to get the over cross-up belly flop. ITSodaCan not in the pool. There's the Top Gun, I like to call it. And TreeWiz taking an OD spin mixer for his trouble. Mix up. Backs out. It's like ITSodaCan is psychically connected to TreeWiz and knows whenever he's gonna throw. This is amazing. Nate, I enjoy commentary periods. I am blessed for any time I get on the mic, be it alone or with a partner. So I don't like to say I prefer one or the other. I like to say that I am enjoying one art form over another. Not enjoying, partaking in one art form and practicing. TreeWiz getting stuffed in the air for his troubles, but bam, talk to the hand, ITSodaCan, and talk to the butt as I sit on your stomach. Ooh, that was not the set of words that I expected to say. Top Gun combo. Low drive rush. Rare for ITSodaCan to kick the level 2 at his opponent, but he wants TreeWiz to stay in that corner, and TreeWiz using the headbutt to get out. TreeWiz stuffing that block string. Throwing the butt. Yep, throws his butt down. Wow, that's some aerial acrobatics. Thank you, ITSodaCan. I don't need to pay tickets to Cirque du Soleil to see that now. Jab headbutt. TreeWiz making space slowly. He's cautiously approaching SodaCan. He's looking for an opening. There it is. But he drops the combo. Oh, he sits on him. 2-1, TreeWiz. TreeWiz sensing it. He can sense the chonko. He can sense the steam in the sumo bathhouse. He wants to be in that final round. TreeWiz in losers, in grand finals, in the winner spot is something that he does not feel too often. And the same can be said with SodaCan. Both these fighters on the cusp of a new horizon, getting a benchmark that they don't get to add to their tally board so soon. And these two friends who know each other so well are putting on an amazing match that is so close that, well, that I had a similar goal, I lost it. Two drive impacts from SodaCan, 3 drive impacts from SodaCan, 4 drive impacts from SodaCan. SodaCan, crazy! He got away with that! I guess when you know each other so well, you gotta do something out of the box. SodaCan with the early lead, but TreeWiz not deterred. I say that. TreeWiz gonna use that level 1 and put SodaCan to the opposite side of the ring. That when Rashid rolls after a fireball, he could go anywhere. Makes sense. Throwing the fireball down, throwing the dash, dashing back, trying to get TreeWiz to hit a button. TreeWiz does hit a button, but SodaCan doesn't make him pay. Both these fighters double burnt out. SodaCan recovers. He has much more drive gauge to play with, not to mention the life lead. TreeWiz doing his best to close that life lead. Another, oh, he wants to chip out TreeWiz. Great call from SodaCan. He recognized the burnout state. This is why you don't want to be burnt out. It will cost you matches. We are at winner's final. Both these guys 2-2. It is so even. It's so even Death the Kid would be envious and approve of this match. Ah, I got it. There's a simile. Let me get some thumbs up for that. Really? No reaction for you? Come on. I put in a Soul Eater reference, nothing? Okay. Well, TreeWiz is eating SodaCan's life in the corner. It's Honda looking very hungry right now. He's not looking for Chonko Stew. He's hungry for victory. 1 hit left for SodaCan. Just 1 touch, and there's that touch right there.
Round 2. Fight.
SodaCan with a poorly spaced out fireball, and TreeWiz is gonna make it pay. Uses the parry, dashes out with the plus frames, and TreeWiz is in the corner, throws a level 1, but SodaCan saw that coming. He didn't hit a button, but he's hitting Honda in the face. Another missed throw for TreeWiz. SodaCan is doing an amazing job baiting those out. Another level 2. The advantage of level 2 is that we could use them more than level 3s. Meter gain in Street Fighter 6 is so plentiful. So it's not uncommon for a character to throw 3 level 2s of the match, and SodaCan sliding underneath Honda's legs. Game point, final match for both these two. Oh my goodness, I don't know who's gonna win. This could be anyone's game. Medium kick stuffed by TreeWiz. TreeWiz making head. He doesn't get the punish counter, but there's a punish counter from SodaCan. SodaCan jumping up in the air. 2 medium punches from Rashid. SodaCan with the frame kill. OD is blocked. This is it. Come on, SodaCan. SodaCan throws the level 1, and that's game. SodaCan sitting in grand finals in the winner's position. I am so sorry, TreeWiz, but tonight is not your night to be in the winner's seat. SodaCan, drink that soda, because that soda is the drink of victory. Well played. What an amazing match, you two. But if we want to be drinking something victorious tonight, we will not be drinking from soda cans. We will be drinking from tonight's sponsor, Red Bull. Thank you, Red Bull, for sponsoring this event, sponsoring this venue, and allowing us players to get together to just share our love of gaming. Guildhouse is an amazing place. While our competitors are setting up, I just want to just really tell people how much I love this venue. This is a nerd hub. PC gaming, console gaming, board gaming, tabletop gaming, anything you want to game. You will find like-minded people in these walls. This venue deserves your support in person, through digitally. I'm going to tell you more about why I love Guildhouse so much, but the only thing I love just as much as Guildhouse is the next fight on stream! Oh my god! Julio versus Chunk Slayer. This is a tale as old as time. This is our Goku and Vegeta, our Dante and Virgil, our... give me a moment, I got it. No, not our Ryokan. Come on, G. Come on, I had a third pairing. Ah! Anyway, these two players have fought so much against each other. Normally, I see these two people in grand finals, but look at the top of the screen. This is loser's quarter. This is how volatile tonight is. Naruto, thank you, Naruto and Sasuke. Julio getting the short end of the stick early on. Chump Slayer backing out, drive rush, long limbs, and now Julio. Oh, that's not what you want to see for Chump Slayer. Julio has a lot of ground to cover. Look at that life blade, but Chump Slayer slowly losing that life advantage, and he's burnt out. Big kick from JP, but Julio does not catch the overhead. First match goes to Chump Slayer. This was Grand's last week, and it's loser's quarter. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is why you have to keep turning into Guildhouse every week for Street Fighter 6, because you don't know what's gonna happen next. Chump Slayer holding that parry out. He was expecting that departure spike from Julio, and Julio using that crouching fierce punch to the anti-air. And Julio sitting comfortably with that life lead. This match is looking all Julio. The Chump Slayer throws an OD pinwheel to try to turn the tide around. He's burnt out. You don't want to be burnt out against Julio, especially when JP has meter. But Julio, will he spend it? He's not going to spend it. He wants that level 3. Julio is doing a great job understanding, saving his resources. He's so close to level 3. Chump Slayer's got level 3. 2 spikes. Gonna throw out. Julio backs out, bounces. Chump Slayer to the corner, throws that level 3. This is gonna be some big damage against Chump Slayer. That's the closest thing Street Fighter 6 is gonna have to having a fatality looking move. I'm just gonna tell you like that. Chump Slayer throwing every button he can. Something's gonna stick, and it does. He sticks a big punish counter, throws the level 3, and Julio was looking real comfortable. But they're both burnt out. Chump Slayer has the drive gauge advantage. Doesn't need it. Throws that low medium. You can see the look of determination on Chump Slayer's face. He sees victory close at hand. Loses quarter, he needs to make his way up to loser semi, but Julio is standing in his way, and Julio standing in your way is like Mount Everest is in your way, is like Snorlax when you don't have a Pokeflute is in your way, because he feels like an immovable object. He is an inevitability. Julio keeps winning, and is he gonna win tonight? Will he pull victory from the jaws of defeat? Will he show us why he's the final boss? Or will Chump Slayer show that this final boss can be beaten? Chump Slayer risking it all on that DI, and he grabbed it. Needing an OD pinwheel for his trouble. And that throw, he wants to burn Jury out. He's going to try to burn out Chump Slayer, try to get that drive gauge depleted and beat it on chip damage. Doesn't need chip damage. Throws that fireball. Julio with a punish counter, but doesn't capitalize and is paying for it. There's that counter hit that I'm looking for. Chump Slayer trying to go for the head stop, but instead he's just going to go and land a big level 3. This is going to give Chump Slayer's drive gauge time to recover, which is what he wants. Chump Slayer is an average fan of that drive gauge. Both of these players go for the throw, they both miss. One, two, three. And that's a KO. Final round. Julio has drive gauge advantage. And we've seen how consistent Julio is with that level 3. He does not miss. He does not drop his combos. Side switch, sweet chin music from Julio. Julio playing patient. Caught Chump Slayer. Another catch from Chump Slayer. Level 2 in the corner because Julio's going to maximize the damage and deplete that drive gauge. This pressure is all Julio. 2 jabs, this is going to be it. And Julio, stone gaze, stares into the screen, instantly hits start. He wants to keep going. He's not letting Chump Slayer get time to breathe. With punish from Julio, ample time for him to get the drive gauge. 2 drive rushes. Significant damage made by Julio. And we're only in the quarter, everybody. Cross-up attempt stuffed by Julio. With the fireball, jumping in. Chump Slayer gonna get big damage off that throw. Another punish counter, 2 punish counters, and already they're both tied for life, but Julio uses the OD amnesia. Oh! Julio got caught! He got caught in the middle of a level 2. I don't see that often. Chump Slayer so close to level 3. Julio spends all his gauge, but he's going to have a level 1, which is great for reversal. Chump Slayer wanting to see if Julio bites or if Julio's going to throw an OD amnesia. 2 spikes overhead. Wow, that teleport still caught Chump Slayer. Chump Slayer's gonna bet it on the level 2. And Julio wants to lame it out. Julio has no matches won so far. And Chump Slayer, just like that, loses, and we have a reversal of fortune. Julio with a level 2. Julio's level 2 is extremely dangerous game, and he's sitting on it. He's gonna make up for that last match where he lost it during level 2. 2, sweet chin music. Bam, bam, bam. Drive it back. No, he gets the level 3. And Julio looking mighty impressive. Perfect KO. 2 games in a row. Chump Slayer got the early victory, but Julio is slowly getting into his dominant zone. And I'm gonna use my evil voice right now because we have JP's song playing. You can see how Julio is dissecting Chump Slayer. This match, he's looking rather impressive. But Chump Slayer fighting back. Chump Slayer using the ample time. Chump Slayer wants to fight and punch his ticket into the next round because whoever loses will be eliminated. This is loser's quarter. First to 3, and Julio has a commanding lead of 2-1. Both these players are trying to option select with their parries. 2 jabs from Julio, 3 jabs from Julio. Chump Slayer got caught pressing buttons. Oh my goodness. That could have been end for Julio, but Chump Slayer just jumped too far. Big roundhouse kick, that's such a commitment. Two portals are over Chump Slayer's head. Julio jumps through and does a throw. The pressure is on. Julio has all the momentum, and Chump Slayer taking it back. Every time he makes you block in normal, he's dictating the pace. He's setting his rhythm. And Julio wanting to play a little keep away. And Chump Slayer burns himself out. Level 3, this is gonna do it. If this doesn't kill Chump Slayer, the chip damage will. Chump Slayer eliminated from the tournament. I'm sorry, Chump Slayer, but that was Julio's night. But you played an impressive match. What a great first victory for Chump Slayer. But that's the thing with Julio. That was the first victory. 3 victories in a row Julio got over Chump Slayer. He slowly built up his game plan and executed it to perfection. And Julio will be moving on. Will we see Julio in grand finals? Or will he be eliminated? When we're in losers, it's such a precarious situation. One loss will remove you. But then again, that pressure makes people fight better, or sometimes fights worse. I need a bit of a break. Oh my God, I've been calling this matches non-stop, and there's a lot to talk about tonight. But I just want to talk about how grateful I am to be in commentary. I say that a lot, but very few people are privileged to sit in a venue as professional looking as this and be able to call commentary. So that's why I want to give it my best. Now we got Kimberly from Quicksilver versus James Manon. Quicksilver still hanging in there. James still hanging in there. Both fighters are on 1 life. Kimberly versus Manon. Manon has amazing normals, but not the best when it comes to reversals. Same with Kimberly. No respect, rooting for James. And we're at loser's quarter. 1st to 3. Quick overhead by James. And Quicksilver is going to go ahead and chill out. And same with James. He gets the overhead but doesn't press his advantage. That sweep from Manon, so long but extremely unsafe. I think Quicksilver's trying to stay out of Manon's normal range. Using a couple of throws to bully James in the corner. There's that sweep. Misses the throw. Calls it out too early. Quicksilver, throw of his own. 450 kick. He is plus on that. First medal by James. Going the slide. James catches that. That's going to be a medal and a victory for him. However, he only has 2 medals. James was only able to grab 1 command grab. Meaning, oh, actually, I take that back. 2 command grabs. I'm so sorry. Flip kick from Quicksilver, knocking Manon down. James brilliantly spacing out those sweeps, knocking Kimberly down. Hard knockdown's amazing for Okazemi because your opponent can't tech roll. That's going to be the 4th gold medal for James. Will we get a Kurt Angle? Big pirouette roundhouse kick from Manon. Long range drive impact from Quicksilver. He wanted to catch James, but he caught James with a level 3 instead. That's good. Critical art. And James so close to burning out. 1 more block normal, but James uses the level 1. Level 2, actually. Clutches that victory. And James, adjusting his glasses, he felt real good about that. Quicksilver keeps getting tapped by that sweep, but not to be deterred. Quicksilver clipping James on the legs down of his own. In the air, picking up that ball. James on top of that exploding spray can. Another one, and Quicksilver closes out that match.
Round 2. Fight.
James not only lost that match, but he lost it without gaining a single medal. He has quite the uphill climb to make. Using the level 1 side switch and reversal. Maybe now he'll... Oh! Quicksilver refuses to be pinned down. And that's going to be a splat to James. Overhead kick. And a level 3. There is no medals on James's plate. Wall splat. First medal. But there's a lot of damage. Quicksilver. 2 medium kicks allows him to take that game 1-1. Elbow drop from Kimberly. Whiff. Missed throw from James, and he's going to punish that. Quicksilver too deep with that slide. Nice throw attempt, but still James able to get out. Long range DI, but James has an answer for that. James won that match, but he only got 1 medal. But James hasn't been doing a lot of damage with command throws. He's been relying more on his long normals and his sweep too. You can see Quicksilver trying to crouch more. Very wary of that sweep. Oh, Quicksilver answers the DI with his own. DI for DI. Bam, level 3. With the movement speed granted by Kimberly's level 3, it's going to allow Quicksilver to play the footsie game a lot easier than James. But James still catching Quicksilver. Target combo. And James with the level 3, putting a target on Quicksilver's back. There's only 2 medals though. I don't think this is gonna kill. But it's definitely gonna help. Quicksilver though, he's still gonna be able to win this. James sitting at a full drive gauge. Quicksilver is gonna lame it out, throwing the people's elbow, trying to hit something. Whoa! Big move with that teleport. And puts James into the final round. James only has 2 medals, and he spent all of his super gauge. And Quicksilver got level 1 on deck. Kimberly's only reversal. Double ballerina kick from James. Miss whiff throw from James. Level 1. Quicksilver's going to abandon that level 1 for an escape hatch and using it for damage. But he has another level 1 on deck just in case. James slowly inches his way to the corner. Uses the level 1, but Quicksilver sees it coming. And we're going to see a level 1. A level 1 for Quicksilver. Level 2 this time. Oh, poor Bernard. Oh, double arms into the neck.
Kimberly wins. Round 1. Fight.
Quicksilver 2-1 on James. This was hype. Already James is put in the corner, using Minone's long limbs to try to make some space for himself. Silver, reckless DI that James is going to punish, but he doesn't get the full punish. However, Quicksilver's burnt out. He's not going to use a lot of his antics. This is time for James to bully his way in. Overhead from Quicksilver. Uses the run. James techs the throw. Overhead from James, but blocked by Quicksilver. Quicksilver so close to being recovered from burnout. James didn't exactly have many opportunities to punish Quicksilver in that state. Long range DI. That's a Quicksilver signature. Throws the spray can. James is going to block low. Quicksilver catches that. Hits James with a wall splat. And there's the level 3 from Quicksilver. Was that overkill? Yes. But Quicksilver wanted to get the round and keep that buff. Not to mention he has the rest of the game to build meter. James doesn't need a lot. Quicksilver doesn't need a lot of meter. He's probably needing like level 1, maybe level 2 for a big damage. But James is sitting on level 3 with that combo eaten. But level 3 is not going to help James so much in the corner, especially when Quicksilver is just mixing it up. The schmix, the Kimberly schmix is really powerful. Uses the level 2, gets some pressure off of that offense. James does not have a lot of tools left at disposal. 1 metal, 1 meter. But will he get 1 victory? Wall splat from James. Drops the combo. Quicksilver throwing another DI. In and out, but James catches him. Drops the combo again. Quicksilver making James pay. And this is going to be Quicksilver's match. James, thank you for coming. Wonderful play, but Quicksilver was just a better player tonight. You could really see that James struggled with getting Manon into a space he wanted, especially that final round. While the match was competitive, the lack of medals and the lack of super meter meant that James had significantly less resources to push an offense that Quicksilver was privileged to having. But I wanted to make it a... darn it. I was going to say something, but we're going to go to the next match. We're going to have... Ooh, this is a run back. A run back from earlier tonight. Quicksilver versus Julio. Will Lightning strike in the same spot twice? Or will Julio show us why he is the boss of the Bay Area? Julio is like a saying, the closer he is to defeat, and even when he loses, he comes back stronger. And the scary thing is, when he comes back stronger, it's not the next day, it's not the next week, it's the next match. We're going to figure out if Quicksilver still has Julio's number, or did Julio refuse to pick up and say, hello, new phone, who's this? I hope you like the random sayings I'm doing on commentary. I'm trying to really find my sayings, my little saying box. Catching a spike from Julio is never good, and catching a parry from Julio is double not good. Thank you. This is Julio. What did I say? He's much stronger. The first match, Quicksilver did lose. But Quicksilver was taking those victories from near losses. And I think Julio just wants to stomp the fire out quickly to Quicksilver. Quicksilver's offense is like an ember. It burns brightly and needs time to engulf in a roaring inferno. And Julio is recognizing that. He's getting the blankets, and he's going to smother Quicksilver in the corner. 2 punish counter throws, and a counter throw. There's a throw loop tonight. Throw kicks from Julio. Punish counter throw from Quicksilver, but he doesn't throw Julio in the corner. Big flip kick from Quicksilver. Quicksilver's making some headway. There's some steam. He's fording the river, Oregon Trail style. Wow, Raw level 3 calls it out! He called that out, baby! Looks, you know what? If he called that out, you know what that means? Quicksilver still has Julio's number. And we're partying. It might be party time, but Quicksilver still playing a little pensive. Still tepid, wanting to not do anything overcommittal. Just like that, Julio in a blink of an eye lands the level 3. I don't care about your tunes, Kimberly. You're taking a level 3. Your music is just what's going to be playing for your funeral. Big commitments from Quicksilver with that slide. Julio throwing the parry out. Sending Quicksilver to the opposite end. Quicksilver's jamming, but Julio looking to jam that cane into Quicksilver's face. Throws a low kick, throws a light, but it's Julio losing to the punch. Level 1. Quicksilver is burnt out. Julio only with a level 1. Bounces off, throws the spike. Chip damage is on the menu for Quicksilver. And there's Julio. Look at that small smile. He feels very confident. His gaze steely. His combat tightening. But Quicksilver still exposing the holes in that offense. Quicksilver still sending Julio random text messages. He's got that number. Julio's so close to the block button. Jump throw from Quicksilver. This is so tense. I'm so used to Quicksilver being a lot more aggressive. But I think he's starting to recognize that Julio is exploiting the holes in his offense right there. You don't want to hold a parry out. The JP can see that coming and will just throw a throw. There's a throw from JP, rare command throw. Long poke from Julio. Quicksilver is trying to find a way in. He is struggling. Julio is like a fortress, and it's a fortress that glows purple, and this fortress is unleashing the artillery of a level 3. That's 2-0. Oh my goodness, Julio. I thought I was being hyperbole about you understanding the matchup. Well, this is a decisive set you're running. Quicksilver can't even get out of the gate. Not even just out of the gate. It's like he's still stuck in his car in the parking lot. The offense from Julio is so oppressive. Look at the life difference, everyone. That's, what, 3 normals? Quicksilver needs to change the plan, flip the script, or else this is going to be Julio's match. Side kick. Quicksilver looking for a pressure, and even the parry doesn't turn up anything for Quicksilver. And Julio wisely backing up. It's almost beckoning for Quicksilver to get in. Every limb Quicksilver throwing out is a blocked normal. Ooh, Quicksilver using the elbow drop to try, and Julio gets a knockdown, throws the spike, throws another one, drive rush, and the people's elbow is blocked by Julio, and Julio is throwing that level 2. This is going to be big drive gauge damage. The light in Quicksilver's victory is slowly fading, and Julio is running a big locomotive right through it, and the destination of that locomotive is to the next round. Julio 3-0 to Quicksilver. Oh my goodness. Julio, so impressive, so decisive. And NorCal Javi, you might get your wish. Will Julio come back from losers? And you could see immediately Julio's gaze and expression soften. He's a really friendly guy, hyper approachable. But when he's playing, you could have seen that, chat. Did you see it? I saw it. That dead glare he was giving the camera. He just wanted to stare a hole into Quicksilver's character. And this is a match that I have called very often. But interesting enough, this match is not in grand finals. Normally, it would be Julio in grand finals fighting TreeWiz. But this is losers. This is losers. You don't see this. You don't see this too often.
Period, Byron Taylor.
Survivalist, heroic as a tigerist. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you is not my psychiatrist. Been through a lifetime of strifing and struggling. Be the best, that's my covenant. And I'ma live forever, that's my legacy. Greatest of all time, that's what they gon' label me. Put in work, I did my part. They like, I'm ready for you. I'm not stopping, I keep on pushing forward. Highly motivated, they try to say I'm overrated.
Round one. Fight.
Sorry about that, everybody. I just had to take care of something. I'm still with you. TreeWiz having a life disparity against Julio. And he's going to have to spend some OG to make some space. But Julio does not care about the space he's made. He's going to wreck it all the same. And this is why I love watching TreeWiz fight. He has such great fighting spirit. You just can't count him out. He could turn victory around. And just like that, level 1 with just a hair's breadth of life. TreeWiz takes the first match. Perfect KO. And Julio says, hey, if you're going to beat me with a little life, I'm going to beat you with all my life. Great throw from TreeWiz. JP is really, he has a lot more disadvantages in the corner than most other characters. After an OD amnesia, he doesn't have too many tools to make space. Yeah, Julio. It's like there's a switch that Julio has that he just turns on and then you die. TreeWiz getting a little anxious and slaps Julio out of the air using that standing medium. Yeah, I saw you do that, TreeWiz. I saw you do that. Julio again with another strong first round. There seems to be a pattern where Julio takes a decisive first round, but then TreeWiz will come back. And I think Julio is starting to sense that pattern and know he wants to go ahead and make sure TreeWiz does not have an ounce of breath to even make a comeback. Look at JP saunter in like that. Come on now. Why is this man so dapper even in Drive Rush? Makes me want to punch him in the face anymore. Diving medium kick from Julio. And we're going to send that level 3. This is going to be Julio's victory. 1-1. And there's that steely gaze that I'm talking about.
JP, round 1.
These two fight. Yes, I know, sauntering. Been a while since that you heard that word, huh? But it, come on, that's a saunter or a strut or a stride. Pattern same. Decisive first victory, early lead from Julio. And TreeWiz wanting to get his way in there. Sachet. Oh, I appreciate that. Drive rush jab. Gets the knockdown. Oh my goodness, you could get that combo off of a punish counter in the air. You can see that TreeWiz has been studying Julio. And Julio going to have to use that level 1 to get some damage out. Ooh, not as decisive as the first match, but a victory is a victory. Double handprint from TreeWiz. Anti-air torpedo from TreeWiz. Using those double dashes to stay within throw range. Julio catches TreeWiz with a low, but TreeWiz is going to muscle on through that with the armor frames of the OD torpedo. Julio is in losers. It's something that we don't see too often. And James wants to not only have Julio in losers, he wants Julio out of the tournament. Losers final, TreeWiz versus Julio. 1-1. TreeWiz jumps out and he's going to get a nice level 2 combo right there. But more importantly, he's going to deplete TreeWiz's drive gauge. Sweet chin music to the cane spin. Missed throw. E-Honda's getting juggled like a hack and sack, and Julio just hacked his way with another victory. Now these two people are in serious mode. You can see that TreeWiz not in a smiling mood. He senses the situation is dire. When Julio gets on a hot streak, he's unstoppable. The spacing on Julio is impressive. He's just outside the range, but TreeWiz is in range to throw that command throw. Lands the crouching medium kick from drive rush, but doesn't do anything with it. And Julio decides, I'm going to do something with this parry. Sauntering over. Throws the portal up, does not teleport, and instead just going to drive rush and close out this match. Game point Julio. He's going to move himself over to grand finals. Dandy step, this ain't Guilty Gear. This is where JP feels oppressive. It just feels like this man can fight on any side of the screen. Long range, short range, and Julio showing the range of his combo potential by throwing that level 3. TreeWiz with only 3 bars left throws the OD torpedo, gets himself out of the corner, but it doesn't matter. Julio's gonna slam that cane right on his face. Perfect KO, eliminating TreeWiz from Guildhouse in decisive fashion. TreeWiz going to be stepping off stage, and now it's ITSodaCan's turn to step on and step up to Julio. Julio looking in strong form today. Those long-range drive rushes, we didn't see that exactly in his previous match. Julio taking a moment to center himself. He's very grateful that ITSodaCan has to unwind his controller because he has more time to breathe. He's been sitting in that spot since Quicksilver. He's going back to back to back. And this could be either really good for ITSodaCan because Julio doesn't have time to recover and play sloppy, or this could be really bad for ITSodaCan because Julio is only building momentum. What kind of fighter is Julio? You need a break. Or can he go the distance? SodaCan's got some loyal followers in the chat, and Julio studying the screen, analyzing the match, trying to figure out ways to stop SodaCan. Will SodaCan play the distance game, or will he try to outfight Julio in close range? Who makes the first move? SodaCan walking back. Rare time we see that. Julio wanted to parry that jump in. SodaCan misses with a jump in as well. It's going to pay dearly for that. Pay dearly for that. Even SodaCan's jumping antics, Julio has an answer for.
All right.
Running from the booth, I have the rare pleasure of speaking to the one and only, the comeback king, TreeWiz. How you doing, my friend?
Feeling good. You know, just came out of a loss, but you know, Julio's playing really good tonight, so.
It was rare form to see you two fighting each other in losers.
Yeah, man. Julio chumped for, what, 5th? That's crazy, too.
Wow.
Yeah, nice throw.
Now, SodaCan's been notorious of throwing those extended parries, and that one cost him that opening of amnesia.
Yeah, can't do something too often against a player of the caliber of Julio, right?
Correct.
You know, you do something too much, he's going to catch on to it.
Not to mention, Julio doesn't give you openings like, there's the opening!
Yeah, catches the amnesia. Julio been pretty okay throwing out amnesias.
This is a wise call from SodaCan, using the level 2 to get that chip damage.
Okay, here we go. The burnout game. Oh, goes for the air throw.
JP
Doesn't quite get it.
doesn't get it. Big gamble with that drive impact.
Finds the DI. It's risky, but, you know, Julio in burnout doesn't really have much other options when he's pressuring like that to really get out of it.
This is your time to make an offense.
Here we go. Gotta watch it. Oh, yeah, SodaCan not quite ready.
That could have been a Rashid kick.
Yeah, it could have been. But, you know, in that situation, too, if you're SodaCan, you gotta be thinking, it's probably, DI's probably the last thing on Julio's mind. He's probably gonna chip me, start getting the pressure on. Just
Or the overhead.
Yeah, overhead, low projectiles, too. And then, you know, you just let it rip.
This is very impressive from Julio. He's been in the position that you've been in, TreeWiz, where you are doing matches back-to-back on skate. Can you tell me, like, what's going through your mind mentally with, like, trying to sort out the fatigue and trying to stay in the zone?
For me, I feel like I thrive more when I have back-to-back sets because I'm always warm. There's no need to, like, re-warm up, feel how my hands feel on the buttons. It's just, yeah, I'm pretty much ready. My button's already ready. Like, just gotta focus on the match. So, for someone like Julio, who's not only, like, been the dominator, but the person to make these loser runs, I'm feeling like he's at home. He's coming.
Yeah, he doesn't seem very pressed. But SodaCan going to try to press Julio, and Julio caught SodaCan pressing buttons.
Go, set up portal.
Set up portal. SodaCan wisely jumping
Oh,
away.
goes for a jump in.
Doesn't catch at level 1. That's going to be some nice damage from Julio. You can really sense that SodaCan is trying to throw everything he wants into Julio. There's that desperation where you feel like you just
he's definitely feeling that desperation, especially being like a setup. He just doesn't want to fight Julio in 2 sets, right?
Wow. Takes a risk with the level 1, catches it. Julio burnt out.
Yeah, wants to put him in burnout. Fortunately, this situation favors JP a bit more, but now we're going to get the drive back, so no more chip. Oh, goes for the dodge to try to bait drive reversal is what I've been hearing from downstairs. That's some new tech that he's found, but fortunately doesn't drive reversal there, doesn't go for any panic options, just simple throw.
Yeah, unfortunately, what Julio found was victory.
As he so often does.
Yes, but I do want to comment that this entire tournament, SodaCan has been paying dividends with that cartwheel, but Julio has found an answer to it.
Okay, you get the full screen Oki,
Teleport, but
throws the teleport.
double drive rush. SodaCan is playing hyper aggressive today. He's throwing I'm really getting a kitchen sink mentality from SodaCan in this match.
Yep. He just wants to be in your face constantly. Double portal. It's dangerous, yeah.
There's the Sancho, there's the spike.
Not quite.
But
Goes
the
for
chip damage. And Julio's smiling. He senses
He loves
victory.
it. He loves it.
He wants to be in grand finals where he believes he belongs.
All right, here we go. You know, definitely can't count SodaCan out yet. You know, he still has a set behind his back. Don't really want to fight Julio in another set, but at least you have the comfort of knowing that this isn't your tournament point. Oh, double drive rush. SodaCan coming out on top, getting the pressure. We got corner now. What's the mix? Overhead?
Overhead this time. One to medium.
Goes for the mix again. Baits the
Baits
grab
the
with the
jump.
neutral jump.
Yeah. I've been noticing that SodaCan's been relying on neutral jumps against Julio this time.
Yeah, it's such a good option against a lot of what JP has, right? The only thing he had was that that crouching heavy punch anti-air, but you know, with the nerfs, it's not as easy to catch anymore.
JP has a lot of tools of keeping you away, but he doesn't have as many panic button options outside of
Exactly,
amnesia,
yep.
which is why SodaCan is looking to burn out
Here we go.
Julio. Going to spin mixer. What's going to be the overhead?
Goes for a safe jump setup. Here we go.
Julio caught again.
Baits the amnesia again. Straight into level 3. All right. If you're SodaCan, you're happy because even if you lose this set, you now have some form of momentum going into the next
There
one.
is life.
Yes.
The victories like this remind you that yes, my opponent is beatable.
Especially like being in the winners grands side of the bracket, getting 3-0'd by the person coming out of losers is tough mentally. It's like, wow, I stand a chance.
That's right. SodaCan is probably crossing his mind that he just needs to win 2 more games while Julio needs to win 4 more.
Exactly, yep. All right, here we go. Finds the driver's
1990.
anti-air, doesn't quite find a follow-up, but goes for a cross-up mix of some sort.
Julio trying to hit buttons. SodaCan walking back, waiting for the
Finds the forward heavy sweep.
heavy sweep. Julio gonna convert this into some good damage.
Go
Going
set
to
up portal. Oh yeah, finds the low.
Yeah. SodaCan was caught blocking, so he couldn't really stop that teleport.
Yeah, that's one of the, in my opinion, the strongest tools of that teleport, right? It locks you in block, so you can't walk back away from it when that spike's coming up. So it messes with your depth perception a little
Yeah,
bit.
great cartwheel from SodaCan. Julio, blasted JP setup, amnesia to throw.
Double heavy punch.
And SodaCan does not want any of that. Throwing the spike,
He's out of the corner.
and he's gonna throw that tornado, keeping
Yup.
Julio in. Get some damage! One more! SodaCan's so close to tying this up. And both of their super bars are at level 1.
Yep. They're very close. They're gonna easily build that level 2 very fast.
Right. And both these people know the value of their level 2s.
Exactly. Ooh, tries to go for a throw bait, a parry bait with that that tornado right there, but doesn't quite get it. Julio not falling for it.
Looking real Julio. SodaCan burnt out back, well, not exactly close to the corner. There's that level 2 we're
Yo,
talking
you gotta
about.
block the mixes. It's hard.
Julio just sticking his shin out, just poking SodaCan. They both trade, and trading is something SodaCan does not want to do. The chip
All right.
damage,
Drive is back.
but it doesn't matter because the command throw.
Classic Julio command throw right there. Oh, he's feeling it. He's feeling it. It's such a tricky command throw. You already got to worry about the overhead, the low, and the feint, but no, he gets a command throw too that's like slightly slower.
And as a Guile main, whenever JP throws out to the command throw, the worst part is I jump backwards because I'm charging.
No, same here as a Honda.
Yeah, as a
player.
Honda.
It's just habit. All right, E-Wallace says, let's wrap this up, Soda. Let's see it happen.
Soda switching colors. Will his fortune change too? This
we
is the
go.
classic SodaCan. Light blue Baja Blast Rashid.
Does the neutral jump bait, but doesn't quite get a throw bait right there.
SodaCan wanting to catch Julio in the air with those fireballs, but Julio catches it with that command throw again.
I think if that's a regular shadow right there, he drive rushes through and gets the punish, but unfortunately Julio goes for a command throw right there, so really unfortunate for SodaCan.
Interesting choice of using the OG's tornado.
Goes for an instant DI. Ooh, finds a pickup.
But Julio's burnt out. I mean, not SodaCan's burnt out. Close to the corner. Julio sees blood in the water. He wants something. He's gonna go throw that level 2.
Barely builds it too.
Gets that chip damage.
Yep.
Burnout is such a critical thing in this game.
Yeah, man, it's that drive gauge is your second life. I believe that is the wise words of Julio Fuentes.
Oh, I say that too. I treat the drive gauge as a second bar, especially as a Scowl main. If you block, I feel good. I'm killing
Exactly,
the drive
yeah,
gauge.
he's killing. Yeah, you're killing it. All right.
Micro Cake wants to see Julio win.
Yeah, we got some Julio fans. We got some Soda fans.
Sort of quicker on the draw with that light.
Spin. Yeah, we're gonna get the burnout pressure going. Throw.
There's quite the life lead between Julio and SodaCan.
Finds a pickup, but I don't think he can convert anything off of it. Nice, great mix.
Spends the rest of his drive gauge. Will it be enough?
He's trying not to spend that level 1, but unfortunately you're gonna have to spend
Had
it.
to.
That's all right. That's all right. You know, in these situations, you want to spend that level 1 just to close out the round because you're gonna build that extra bar really quick in this game. You know, meter build is crazy.
Especially with the way SodaCan plays hyper offensive. But even when you're eating moves like that, you're building meter. Right there.
Exactly.
1-8 build.
We're gonna see level 2. Here we go. Portal. We're gonna attack the drive. Yes, we are.
We are attacking the drive, and more importantly, SodaCan's in the
Finds a
corner.
perfect parry. It's big. Goes for the side switch. Tries to bait another throw, but doesn't quite get it.
Those drive rush crouching lights have been doing well for SodaCan.
Oh, burns out.
Julio's
This could be
burnt
huge.
out. This is SodaCan's opportunity, but he doesn't have a lot of drive gauge his own. Went for the slide. Level 1. That's gonna kill.
Gonna take it. Julio going up. Technically 4-0, but 1-0 in this reset. Let's see if SodaCan can switch the gears. Double.
Mix up. Now, what I haven't seen from SodaCan, especially in the corner, is a throw.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of the neutral jump throw baits. I think now's the time to start pulling out some throws because Julio clearly not quite falling for it, but you know the mind games get deeper. See, he went for the throw and he did the amnesia.
He did, but
He was ready for it.
well, the thing is, the amnesia stopped
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah. We're gonna cash out. We're cashing out. Goes for the reset.
There's
instead
the
of trying
throw.
to close
Thank
it out.
you, SodaCan. That's the opposite of commentator's curse. That's a commentator's blessing.
Yes, sir. Nice
Golf
reverse.
swing from JP. I love
Goes for
that
the
enemy.
slide, doesn't quite get it. Ooh, Julio trying to anti-air that neutral jump, but doesn't quite get it. But here we go. Air.
SodaCan's locked in that corner.
Hold parry.
I'm telling you, SodaCan wants to hold that parry out. Julio holds the parry of his own, catches SodaCan in the air.
Oh, he goes for the roll bait again, but doesn't quite get it.
Julio saw it coming. His button was just that fast. Great fundamentals of Julio. Uses the drive rush to get some space, take up space, get close to the corner.
They're ready for the perfect parry this time. Goes to throw loop. We got 2. How, do we see 3?
No, but we have a low into a level 2.
Here we go.
And that's going to be it. Perfect KO. It's like the longer this goes, the more it swings into Julio's camp.
Yeah, you know, Julio's just such a seasoned player that, you know, I feel like in the long term, he just gets better and better.
Not to mention, he's fought you guys a lot.
Oh, yeah. And we do not have a very positive record against them. Ooh, baits the OD spinning mixer.
Yeah, SodaCan is just trying to find something. That's 2 perfects in a row.
Yeah, Julio's locked in.
Julio's locked
All
in
right, tournament
2-0.
point.
Will we get 5-1 technically?
We'll see. Ooh, tries to counter with the drive rush, but doesn't quite work out in his favor.
Julio wants
Back
this
to neutral.
damage.
Oh, gets the jump in, but no conversion.
See what I tell you, TreeWiz, those extended parries.
Yeah. Unfortunately, these extended parries aren't really working too much in SodaCan's favor. Goes for a DI. Julio ready for that.
Drive impact of his own.
This could be it.
This could be
Should
it.
Be it.
That drive impact is Julio's ticket to the victory.
He's just too solid.
Final boss of Guildhouse, everybody.
Just too solid. Julio really picking himself back up on his feet after a little bit of a slump, and immediately just wins. He's back. He's back.
Decisive victory against Quicksilver, who sent him to losers. Decisive victory against Chump Slayer. Did he fight Chump?
Yes, he did.
Chump Slayer.
Not only Chump Slayer, he also fought off-stream LPN. Into Chump Slayer, into Quicksilver again, into me, into ITSodaCan.
And each time just racking up victory after victory. Who was the one that said they wanted to see Julio come back from losers? I hope you're happy.
Yeah, not a hard call to make, but definitely, with the talent just getting better and better, it's not as easy as it was before for Julio,
Yes, that is true. Julio is bleeding more. He used to just run away with these
tournaments.
What's
up, Citizen? How y'all doing?
But
hey, you got to get back in here, man. We need DJs.
Yeah, we only have one. But, oh, man, thank you. Thank you for joining me in the booth, TreeWiz.
Of course.
Thank you. This has been another fantastic Guildhouse Fighter 123. And I just want to just get a little serious for a moment. As you might be aware at home, a few weeks ago, Guildhouse's warehouse was broken into, and a lot of their cash deposit was stolen. And even then, Guildhouse still opened up their facilities and let people into its halls. So I am eternally grateful for this space, for helping me meet new people, for helping me kickstart my commentary career, and just being a positive fixture in the Bay Area. So if you can, please, at the very least, if you haven't, give this stream a follow, rack up those numbers, and let the world know how beautiful of a venue this place is.
Yep. Well said. Such a beautiful community. Like, it provides such a nice social aspect for players to just get along, just grind, have fun, get hype, create memories, and not only just for Street Fighter. We got Tekken, we got
Smash Brothers,
Smash Ultimate, Melee is still happening right now.
Warhammer is happening right now too.
Uni monthlies, sometimes fighters. I don't know the schedule on that one, and even just helping like Genesis and all these other big events. Yeah.
One thing that you all noticed was that I was in the booth solo tonight. And it's not because people don't want to commentate. It's that when people are eliminated, the rest of the stations are set up for labbing. People are just saying, hey, this is how you beat my character. Or, hey, let's get some friendlies. People are just so in love with playing Street Fighter here that they don't mind not being in this booth. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the game.
Exactly.
So, any final thoughts about tonight, TreeWiz?
It was hype. There were a lot of good sets. Quicksilver stirred the pot, but I right when I got up on that stage to fight Julio, I told him, I was like, this is one of the craziest bracket runs you've had so far. Like, you fought a lot of these players that have been placing really well. And I'm like, that's no easy feat.
Yeah, Quicksilver, I had the privilege of talking to him, and I overheard that he was lamenting how he was performing less to his expectations. So I bet you he's going to be walking tonight a little disappointed, but still feeling really good tonight.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Not the first time he's done it, but every time you can take down Julio Fuentes, that is a major victory for
This
yourself.
isn't the first time that Quicksilver has taken down Julio.
It's probably 2-3 times now. Same thing with SodaCan, Chump Slayer. I finally got one. Took so long, but He's a good player. He's a good player.
He's an amazing player. No, I cannot overstate how decisive a match with Julio is. As in, he's decisively kicking your ass.
Yeah. Too many players have experienced that.
Well, we're about to. It's the end of the tournament. We're probably going to go ahead and talk to our homies back there. I want to thank TreeWiz for joining me in the booth and sharing your insight. You see things that I cannot see, and I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, man, it's always a pleasure. The second I lost, I was like, oh, commentary time. Ran upstairs. I was like, if I can get one set in, I love commentating. So.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I hope you enjoyed your time with me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Always a pleasure.
Well, This was Street Fighter 6 Guildhouse 123, sponsored by the one and only Red Bull. It gives you wings and is sponsoring Guildhouse. But with that said, this is Captain No Fun with my partner TreeWiz, reporting for duty, and we'll see you next time.